Hello and how's it going, everybody? It is Skullzi here with the latest and the greatest gaming news, and the news I have for you all today is yet another discovery I made filed by Electronic Arts involving another much anticipated sequel to a much beloved game franchise, and I believe I may have found out today why we haven't seen a Skate 4 in a long time. And the reason behind it is kinda hilarious, and in my opinion this is the craziest thing I have ever seen in any game trademark filing ever. The US Patent and Trademark Office and Electronic Arts are going head-to-head over the Skate trademark, and it is kinda hilarious if it wasn't so infuriating. I actually love the Skate franchise. I love Tony Hawk as well, but Skate was a great, realistic take on skateboarding, and I would love a Skate 4 to come out, only it doesn't seem like we're gonna get one for a while until the US Patent and Trademark Office kinda backs down and takes a little bit of a better understanding as to how the gaming industry works, because I'd hate to call the US Patent and Trademark Office out here, but guys, you are doing something kinda stupid in this situation, and once this video gets out there and once the community finds out just why we haven't gotten Skate 4 yet, I believe that this situation is gonna get a little bit more dramatic. But as always, I'm gonna record my screen, that way you can see my bullshit capacity meter is always running at 0%, and that way you can look this information up for yourself to verify it if you want to, and that way you know that it is legit. And we're gonna start our journey right here on Just You Trademark site on the newest, most latest Skate trademark. And one interesting thing about the Skate trademark is this trademark was originally filed on February 16th of 2018. However, it was updated as recently as January 31st of 2019. So yes, this trademark has existed for some time. I haven't noticed it. I did notice it, I believe, like a week or two ago, but I had a lot of other videos to do before this one. But the thing is, with Electronic Arts trademarks, there are just so many different things, and that is the beauty to Electronic Arts, I guess, is if you're trying to look for anything specific, you're gonna have to scroll through like hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands, of different just crazy things. Like, look at whatever this is. There's just so many different things you'd have to go through, and it would take you a long time to find anything specific because there's so many different companies underneath the Electronic Arts hive mind umbrella making so many different games that it takes a very long investigation to find anything involving something specific. But I found this Skate trademark, and like I said, the situation is a lot more crazy than let's sound. And real quick, before I go on into investigating and explaining this any deeper, the reason this doesn't say Skate 4, like I've mentioned in other trademark gaming investigations, is because they don't need the trademark, a whole new trademark for Skate 2, for Skate 3, for Skate 4, because numbers like that don't need to constitute their own new gaming trademark. However, the US Patent and Trademark Office might force Electronic Arts to actually change the name of the entire Skate franchise, because all of a sudden now, the US Patent and Trademark Office is saying that the word Skate isn't valid, and that there are far too many other products out there on the market named Skate or with Skate in their product name, which means that the name Skate cannot be used for a video game franchise, which is nuts, because obviously Skate 1 has been out for a while, Skate 2 has been out for a while, and Skate 3 has been out for a while, so obviously at some point in time the term Skate was fine for Electronic Arts to use for a game franchise. However, now all of a sudden, even though the game has been in use forever, the US Patent and Trademark Office is taking back their statement saying that the franchise's name of Skate is valid, which is totally shady. Could you imagine if Electronic Arts had to change the name of the entire Skate franchise now after 3 entries into the game franchise have already existed? That would be nuts, and that could be a game changer and possibly a franchise killer. Not everyone is gonna know that whatever this new game is a continuation of the Skate franchise if it's not called Skate. That could kill the hype, kill the momentum, and lessen the amount of fans for the Skate franchise. But before I keep going on, let's get into this situation. You can see that yes, this is Skate, this is filed by Electronic Arts as I showed you previously, and yes, this is for the Skate video game franchise because of the Class 9 and the Class 41. Now let's go down here to what's going on with this situation. You can see they filed it as early as March of 2020, and the situation went through the normal amount of approvals and investigations through the US Patent and Trademark Office until all of a sudden they claim that Electronic Arts cannot use the name Skate for this franchise any longer. The US Patent and Trademark Office sent a final warning to Electronic Arts saying if they can't prove their case to the US Patent and Trademark Office that the Skate franchise franchise is valid using the name Skate, then they'll actually lose this entire trademark and they'd have to file a whole new one for Skate 4 with an entirely different name for the game, meaning they have to change the whole franchise, and that is just beyond nuts. So let's look into this situation a little bit deeper. We're going to use this serial number to look up the documents for this trademark to see exactly what's going on, because it is just entirely crazy. You can see I already did that. I copy and pasted this serial code over here, and here we are. Now these are the documents and the in-depth analytics and investigations of this trademark filing, and let's go ahead and take a closer look at the prosecution history. You can see that this is the same list that we looked at before, only it gives you a little bit more details. This was the final refusal email that was sent to Electronic Arts telling them they gotta do something to prove to the US Patent and Trademark Office that they should keep this trademark, because right now the US Patent and Trademark Office doesn't feel like Electronic Arts should be able to file a trademark for anything named Skate based upon all of the other products out there involving skateboarding, which is stupid, right? That is just so stupid, and you're gonna laugh even harder when you see exactly what the US Patent and Trademark Office is using as evidence against Electronic Arts. So let's go ahead and look into this. Now what this is the list of evidence that the USPTO sent to Electronic Arts to show that they believe that the Skate franchise should be forced to change its name because of all of the other products out there that have Skate in their product name. The USPTO thinks that if Skate 4 came out, that if the Skate franchise kept existing, that it would definitely harm every other product out there involving skateboarding, and let me tell you exactly how crazy this situation is. So let's look at the first piece of evidence. Let's look at all the games that the USPTO is claiming will be harmed by Skate 4. Are you guys ready for this? Are you guys ready for this? Here we go. And yes, Touch Grind Skate 2. Have you guys ever heard of this game? I haven't, but apparently a lot more people have heard of Touch Grind Skate 2 than they've heard of Skate 4. Oh, here we go, guys. Rooftop Skater 1, Zombie Kiss, Skate on Top, Rocket Skater, All-Star Skate Park. All of these Flash games simply would just be destroyed if Skate 4 came out. How would anyone hear about these Flash games? How would anyone purchase these Flash games if Electronic Arts released Skate 4? If the Skate franchise exists, how would anyone ever play these things? Oh wait, that's not it though, guys. There's more to this. There's more games that are going to be harmed by Skate 4. What about this? What about all of these just wonderful games here? Look at this. None of these even have Skate in them. Oh, I'm sorry. Ice Skating Ballerina right there. Ice Skating Ballerina is definitely a skate game, guys. Oh, we don't want Ice Skating Ballerina to have its whole entire fan base destroyed by Skate 4, now do we? That would just be stupid. That would just be so reckless of the US Patent and Trademark Office to allow Electronic Arts to trademark Skate 4 when all of these other just amazing products are out there on the market. But like I said, this isn't where it ends. There's something out here I'm specifically looking for because it's just entirely hilarious. Hang on one second, guys. Let me see if I can find this. Where is it? There it is. Gamers to girls, guys. And look at this. Skater Skirts, Skater Beauty Extreme Skateboarder, Teen Snow White Ice Skates, Roller Skater, Figure Skater, Claudine Skates. And anyway, all of these things, all of these Flash games that were like, you know, are obviously free and not for sale. You can just go to any one of these thousands of websites that are like this and play any of these skate games. All of these games is literally what the US Patent and Trademark Office is using as evidence against Electronic Arts to state that Electronic Arts needs to change the name of Skate 4 and the entire Skate franchise because of all of these other products with the name Skate in their title. And like I said, these products are obviously Flash games. They're not even real games. They're nothing that actually earn income. These games don't sell, and these games probably don't even have a patent or trademark out there related to them, which is insane that the US Patent and Trademark Office is using this as evidence. And yes, it is the US Patent and Trademark Office. You can see that this was sent to Electronic Arts, not from Electronic Arts, but to Electronic Arts from the US Trademark Office. This is nuts. I don't understand how the US Patent and Trademark Office can have such a lack of understanding of the gaming industry and just gaming trademarks in general. I get a lot of those 60, 70-year-old lawyers sitting in their offices who have never even heard of a video game outside of Pac-Man probably don't understand that there's a major difference between Flash games that you find on a website like this this compared to actually an entire game franchise licensed and marketed and produced by Electronic Arts, a game franchise that has 3 entries into it: Skate 1, Skate 2, and Skate 3, as well as several other products related around the game franchise. You cannot compare that to this crap like this, to this crap like this, or this crap like this. That is entirely just nuts. And you can actually look at this. That's exactly what's going on. That's what this email says, sent to Electronic Arts, that the USPTO feels like the Skate name is just not valid for a franchise, and it is pissing Electronic Arts off. If we look at their response to the US Patent and Trademark Office, they have a case here of plenty of evidence saying, look, we are the ones behind Skate. If you look up Skate, you're gonna see Skate related to Electronic Arts. You're not gonna see skater, ballerina, whatever, princess bullshit. And they are building a case against the US Patent and Trademark Office right here. You can see they are building a very, very big case. All of these JPEGs here are actually documents sent to the US Patent and Trademark Office. And you can see here that this is a case that EA is building. EA is claiming that they did not have prior Skate registration before their franchise, but that the franchise was investigated by the USPTO a long time ago and approved, so justifyingly so, EA is kind of annoyed that this is now all of a sudden an issue. You can see here that if we scroll down, they do a lot of research into this situation. You can see that they show that Skate has been a game for a long time, way back in 2007. If you look up Skate on Wikipedia, it pops up with the video game. IGN has coverage on the video game. They pretty much just list all of the consistent, non-stop coverage of the Skate franchise to prove to the US Patent and Trademark Office that if you look up Skate, you're gonna find the Skate gaming franchise by EA more than you're gonna find anything else related to Skate. In fact, they even Google Skate here somewhere within this document here. Here it is, Exhibit A, this pack right here. They actually Google Skate to show the US Patent and Trademark Office that, hey guys, we don't know what the USPTO is Googling, we don't know what the USPTO is doing, but if you Google the word Skate, you're gonna see right away of the Electronic Arts Skate game franchise, because the first thing you find is Skate related to fish. I didn't know Skate was a fish, but apparently there's Skate that's a fish. Then you have Skate Wikipedia, and then you have Skate Electronic Arts. So obviously I believe that Electronic Arts has plenty of evidence against the USPTO that the Skate franchise is valid, that they do hold more of a control and more of an identity over the word Skate than anyone else, even though obviously Skate is a verb before it was a game franchise, but that isn't the first time anything like that happened. I don't see the USPTO going up against Call of Duty and saying, hey, Call of Duty is a phrase. You can't trademark a game name with the name Call of Duty, because if I Google Call of Duty, I'm gonna find a lot of other things out there with the term Call of Duty in it. That doesn't work, USPTO. You cannot do this against a franchise that has been in the works for several years, more than 10 years now. The Skate franchise has existed for more than 10 years now. Everyone, when they hear the name Skate in terms of the video game industry, they know exactly what game they're talking about. They don't think that they're talking about Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. They don't think that they're talking about Fairy Princess Skater Flash Game Time. They know that you're talking about Electronic Arts Skate, and everyone is anticipating Skate 4. And the fact that we haven't seen a Skate 4 in at least 2 years now because of the USPTO's ignorance, just straight up ignorance when it comes to the gaming industry, is infuriating. And I'm looking at you right now, USPTO. You have to pull your head straight out of your ass and do a little bit more investigation and research into how the gaming industry works, because right now the fact that you guys are using some garbage as evidence against the Skate franchise is just ridiculous. USPTO, this is not evidence against this. Look at this. This is insane. You're telling me that this somehow is in danger of this? EA, prove to you that anyone that knows anything about Skate in the gaming industry, including Google itself, is gonna put this franchise above everything else. Legally, EA, in my opinion, has proven to the USPTO that without a shadow of a doubt, they maintain and have sole ownership over the Skate term and the Skate franchise within the gaming sphere. And I want to make this very, very, very clear. We do need to spread this situation. We do need to raise awareness about this, because because if we do want to see a Skate 4 or even another sequel to the Skate franchise ever, we have to make this situation aware. We need to share this video, we need to raise awareness to this situation so the USPTO can realize that they have no understanding of the gaming industry, because if this situation is allowed to continue, who knows what other game franchises the USPTO is gonna hold up with their ignorance again. And as always, I want to know what you have to say about all of this. Let me know down in the comments below, and if your comment wins the internet, it may get featured in a future video. Don't forget to subscribe to stay in the know when it comes to gaming news. Follow me on Twitter for the latest channel updates and random shit about me. If you want to have your hand in providing future content and defending the channel from bullshit video takedowns, then consider subscribing to the community on Patreon, where you can earn unique and awesome awards and stand as one of the few and proud defenders of the channel. And come over to the channel Discord chat server, where there is always an awesome and active conversation taking place. Links to all of these things, including Patreon, are down in the description below, and as always, thank you for watching. Be sure to tune in next time when the USPTO tries to take my channel down, because the term skull is used in so many other places, so I just can never use, and in fact, no one can ever use the term skull in anything ever again, because the USPTO doesn't understand trademarks, which is quite ironic, isn't it?
Bye, have a great time.